It is a beautiful Sunday here in central London, and today we are doing the London Landmarks half marathon for the first time. Should have done it in 2018, but we got injured, so we couldn't. So we are here today. It is busy. This has come around a little bit too quickly for me to be in optimal shape. First of all, a shout out to Scimitar, who gifted me this place today. Me and my wife works quite closely with Scimitar in her line of work, so they gave us a couple of their partners places today. So Scimitar, you may know them, you may not, but you probably have some of their stuff. As you can see here, they do quite a lot of the kind of race finisher tops for mass participation events. This one I got at the Newark Half Marathon in 2023 when I was training for the Gothenburg Marathon, and they are the supplier of the merch today for the London Landmarks half, so they are here selling hoodies, vests and everything like that. So thank you to Scimitar. I will be running today in one of their vests called Flow range, which is not stuff that is made specific for events. They also have their own apparel, so I'll be racing today in one of their Flow vests. I'll put the link down to their website where you can get those. It is scimitarshop.co.uk. So today we're running a kind of baseline run. We are not in half marathon PB shape. We had been training for our 5k, which was a few weeks ago now, and 3 weeks ago possibly. And yeah, we've not been putting in too much long distance. As part of that, we were running up to about 15k. And over the last couple of weeks, we have done some very slow, longer runs up to about 24k. If you saw my Victoria line run, and I did another slow half last week. So we're just going to see how it goes today. We're not putting too much pressure on ourselves time-wise. I'd like to get somewhere between 150 and 155, using this as a baseline, and then we will do a specific training block for the Hackney half, which we have coming up in May, which is where I'll be going hopefully for something more like PB times. So my wave went off at 9:30, so I'm going back into a later wave. It is now about 10 to 10. You can go back waves, you can't go forward waves, so I think I'm going to start in one closer to 10:30. And then see how we get on. We will do our usual kind of long race vlogs. We'll probably check in every 5k, show you some of the sights and the sounds along the route. And yeah, we'll just get to it. So we'll see you at the start. We are in the starting pen, getting ready to start. So we're probably going to have a bit of traffic to navigate through, but that'll be fine. Excited, not putting too much pressure on ourselves. Going to enjoy the run hard, set a baseline, have a nice day out.
Gentlemen carrying a sandbag all the way past, going to share the weight. Organisation, good luck, sir.
5k down, 27 minutes and 1 second, which is a little bit slower than we wanted to be, but we went out in a late wave, so it's absolutely fine. It's an absolute party. It's great fun, so I'm not taking the timing too seriously. I'm actually just trying to enjoy the atmosphere in the event. It is major marathon-esque in its how lined the streets are with people. It's amazing. First 3 kilometers were just up there with any race I've ever done in terms of atmosphere. So hopefully in this second 5 we can get back on track a little bit with our time now that the field's starting to shake out. But that doesn't matter today. We're having a lovely day, absolutely gorgeous. What I imagine the London Marathon will hopefully be like in a couple of weeks. Perfect weather.
Yeah, good.
10k. Last 5k split 27:54. We slowed down. We didn't speed up. Overall time is just over 55 minutes. We have reached. I mean, still not quiet. We're winding through some back streets now, but even in that second 5k, the party vibes were every bit as strong as they were in the first. So it is keeping its momentum up as an absolute party. So it's nice that there's a quiet bit now, so hopefully you can actually hear what I'm saying. So yeah, we're feeling all right. Hopefully we can pick up the pace a little bit in this third 5k segment. It's quite hard because some of the streets are quite narrow, so it's hard to kind of find a fast lane, as it were. So as I said in the first 5k, we are not letting that distract us. We're just having a lovely day out, and definitely feeling that so far. See you in 5k. 15k. That was a 27:40. Currently an hour and 23 minutes in. I was told at the start that they are actually I've had to cut short the course today by about 700 meters because of a emergency on the tube, which is always sad when you hear about those kind of things happening. So I think it'll end up at around 20.5k today as opposed to 21. I know I said it in the first 5k and the second 5k, but the atmosphere is holding on. One of the best running experiences I've ever had, just in terms of actually enjoying the run, the atmosphere being absolutely amazing, similar to Paris and Chicago in your race number has got your name on it, so you get a lot of people you don't even know shouting your name, and it doesn't half give you a little boost. So yeah, we've got about 5k left to go. Enjoying it. I'll see you at the end. I don't think there's any point in doing a 20k check-in, so we will check in at the end. Thank you. Thank you.
finish line smoothly. Well done, Sally.
And we are done in 1 hour 51 minutes and 13 seconds, and it wasn't quite a half as we said. It was about 20.3 kilometers, something like that, but that is out of the hands of the organizers. But irrespective of whether it was an official half or not, that was genuinely one of my favorite running experiences I've ever had. The atmosphere from before the start to after the finish, like all the way through, it didn't really drop off. There were a couple of periods where you were going under bridges and stuff, but when you were out in the open air, the whole course, the whole way around was just atmosphere upon atmosphere. Fantastic experience. If I never get to run the London Marathon, which I hope I will, whoops, that is not a stationary pole. If I never get to run the London Marathon, I think this, from an experiential point of view, in terms of the atmosphere and everything like that, probably comes quite close to a feel of what the atmosphere is like during the London Marathon. So yeah, absolutely amazing experience. Waiting for Lily, my wife, to finish. We set out in the same wave, so I'm hoping that she won't be too far behind, because we've got a Sunday roast to catch up on with some friends. So thank you to Scimitar again for the place. I really appreciate it. It was an amazing experience. Glad to have finally got to do it after dropping out in 2018. And next up, we are going to train properly, because we have got ourselves into the Hackney Half Marathon, which I am hoping will be similar vibes to this. So I think we've got about 6 weeks training to do, so I'm hoping we can get some more long distance training in. Really actually pleased how it felt today. Didn't quite get up to the pace that I wanted to. It was very difficult. We went out in a late wave, and it's just difficult to kind of get up to a consistent pace when you are doing that. So it served as a perfectly good training run and just an amazing experience. So yeah, we're going to put in 6 weeks or so of solid half marathon training, and then hopefully we'll be in some kind of PB shape by the time Hackney comes around. The temperature might have something to say about that. Hackney is notoriously a very hot race, but we will see how we go. But yeah, if you like these videos, give it a like. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, do that, because it really helps me make these videos. And thanks to Scimitar, and we'll see you next time. See ya.